Hello, this is Greg the Rural Economist, and I think I'm going to start calling these sustainability tips videos. So this will be, what, third or fourth? I don't know. Anyway, I've had several questions about starting seeds. So much so, in fact, that at least my next two are going to be talking about hacks that people have seen on the internet, and they wanted me to test them out and see whether or not they actually worked. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the benefits of direct sow, starting seeds, or buying plants for transplant. Direct sow can be done anytime that you have a long enough growing season and your soil temperatures are high enough to where you can plant the seeds in the ground. They have time to grow up and produce the fruit. In our area, we have, honest to goodness, about a 210, 215 day growing season. I know some of you further north are cussing me right now, and that's okay. So we could almost direct sow everything, but you know what? I don't. Now, things like squashes, zucchinis, pumpkins, watermelons, okra, things like that, all of those I'm not opposed to direct seeding at all. We have enough time, okay? The second is starting seeds. Now, you can start seeds in your house. If you're lucky enough to have a greenhouse, you can do it in there too. That actually helps you extend your growing season or get a jump on the competition if you're doing market gardening for getting a product into market quicker than everybody else can. There's also another option, which is buying transplants. Buying transplants are going to be the most expensive. You're relying on a third party to produce your plants. Now, there are some plants that I always buy as transplants. One of those is stevia. If I'm going to grow stevia a certain year, I'm going to buy a transplant every time because my germination rate on those seeds stink. It's about 60%. Okay? Now, other things, I can get a 90, 95, 97. I have actually, on a few things, had a 100% germination rate. Those are well worth my time. Direct sow, season length, cost of seeds. That's it. That's all you got to consider. Okay? Whether or not you're willing to wait on them, you know. Starting transplants, starting seeds. If you start seeds indoors, then you got to have a hardening off period. That's where a period of time where you're gradually getting those plants which have had almost a perfect growing condition used to the harshness of the sun, the wind, all of those things. If you don't go through a hardening off period, a lot of people have reported up to a 50% die-off rate of seeds that they've started indoors that they just took right outside and put in the ground. Okay? So that's something to consider. Greenhouses, when I use the greenhouse that I had before, I'm actually getting one this fall. When I had a greenhouse before, by being able to open up the windows, by being able to create air circulation, which sturdied up the plants, it actually needs a breeze to help make them stronger, then I have a much higher success rate. Okay? Now, like I said, my next couple of videos are actually going to be testing some hacks that folks have out there. If there is a hack that you would like me to test, let me know. You can do it in the comments, or you can send an email to theruraleconomist@gmail.com. I will always respond, and if it's something that I can do, you might see a video based on your suggestion soon. I hope you enjoyed this. Give it a like, give it a share. Of course, consider subscribing. Step by step, we're bringing rural back. Bye-bye.